We close, we close, we close it in. We close it in. We close it in. I say once again, I'm yelling repent to the masses. Spirit war, let's begin. If it's beef, I'ma spin. I'm really feeling like Mike Jackson. Fake friends don't pretend, but I'm yelling out cut, cause they really ain't about that action. Most high told me I'm the captain, so I make waves like I brought my stuff in. I'm reading mad.
With up to 30 customers a day. This is last year. This is in the emotional social health. Because
what grade is this?
What?
What grade is this?
6th grade.
6th grade, okay. 11 years old.
But even younger, in 7th grade, the phrase oral sex appears 11 times in this lesson. And then they go into the transgender. Some male bodies have neither male nor female. Human sexuality includes gender identity, etc. But so there's another kind of grooming going on.
Yes.
The grooming is to normalize the abnormal, to normalize what should not be. I mean, these kids don't need this. And every high school, by their own admission, every high school in Fairfax County has had reports of human trafficking. And so they're grooming these kids not only to be and most of these, often the kids who are confused, have autism or they have Asperger's.
Yes, of course. These are people who are being victimized, and it is the cruelest thing imaginable. It's not inclusive; it's destructive. And to your point, just in the last 24 hours, we have another report of a Fairfax County school teacher who is accused of sexually assaulting a 10 and an 11-year-old student in school. This is just so meanwhile, the county is wrapping itself around this idea that they need to advance grooming more children, rather than spending some time making sure that the kids are going somewhere that's safe and that is actually looking out for their education and that parents can trust. They're going in the exact opposite direction. And Kathleen, I'm horrified by what you're sharing, but not surprised by it at all. Not appalled, but not shocked, as usual when it comes to the left these days. Thank you, Kathleen. I got to run over to WMAL Traffic and Weather now. Checking with Michelle Murray in the Hadi Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
Several accidents to watch out for now, both in Virginia and in Maryland and in the district. There is an accident on the Suitland Parkway near Alabama Avenue in Southeast. In Brandywine, there is crash activity. Southbound on Branch Avenue after Birch Hill Road, and in Forestville, watch out for the crash. Southbound on Pennsylvania Avenue at Old Marlboro Pike. The accident inbound on 50, the John Hanson Highway at Kenilworth Avenue, now finally clear, but traffic still slow from Landover Road. And in Virginia, be aware of a couple of road closures due to accidents, including Brook Road between Virginia 669 and Andrew Chapel Road in Fredericksburg. And also in Fredericksburg, Virginia 610 is closed between Rock Hill Church Road and Joshua Road. Now from GarageRadio.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Snow is falling fast, and it's reducing the visibility. Moderate to heavy snow will continue until about midnight to 2 o'clock Wednesday morning. We'll get a quick 3 to 6 inches of snowfall, but a lot of roads will be impassable as we get...
Well. I did not expect to be on here on the ST News program this soon, because we just did Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance and the United States South Africa relations episode just yesterday and last night. But it's snowing, and I wanted to come out here and actually start our new show, which is called ST or Spirit Talk Rides, Psalms and Songs. That's what I came out here for. But as soon as I cut on the radio, of course, what did I hear? I heard grooming, gender identity, sex education, profane grooming news concerning 5th, 6th, and 7th graders in Virginia. And so, I mean, come on. What do you expect me to do? I gotta talk about it, right? So, just really briefly, brothers and sisters, because you know, this was not intended, but that's how the Spirit moves, you see. The Spirit is not forced. It's very organic in how it operates with us when it comes to communicating God's messages. So what I want to briefly say is that what we need to understand as Herman's beings, right? like that one dude, Super whatever his name is, that crazy skinny Israelite kid that be in the closet making them wild videos, snapping on snapping on his exes or his little groupies or whatever. Boy, that kid be going in. But he said humans beings. What we as humans beings need to understand is that the whole world is in a crisis and is defiled because we as a global society have trampled underfoot the law of God. That's what we have done. So we are in a crisis, brothers and sisters, a global crisis of morality and principle. And one of those symptoms that God has told us about is the fact that the world would become just like Sodom and Gomorrah in the last days before he makes his return. He even in the book of Revelation refers to as the land of Israel, which is currently occupied by the synagogue of Satan and perpetrators to our inheritance. He even calls that name spirit. He even calls that land, which is supposed to be the Holy Land, he calls it spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. And if you look and do some history into the gay pride celebrations around the world, you will find that in Israel they have the biggest in the world, and DC, where I am, where we are recording this right now live, is closely second, right? With these large, ample gay movement and different agendas that they have, brothers and sisters. So you can't make it up. You got to realize that the Lord called it that, and a symptom of this wholesale lawlessness is man doing whatever comes to his mind, and as a result, he said the last days will be like Lot, Sodom, and Gomorrah in the whole world. You know, if it's treacherous in the Holy Land, that it's going to be bad all over the world, right? If the Holy Land can't be right and God's people can't be right, then who has a chance, right? So I just want to put that out there. It is an agenda that has taken place. There has been a same-sex agenda to indoctrinate and push down the door of your minds, which is why I call it Sodom 2.0, because in Sodom 1.0, in the original Sodom and Gomorrah, they kicked down the door, right? The alphabet, you know, Skittles people kicked down the door of Lot's door to try to sleep with some angels because they thought they were men. But now, through these wicked devices of mankind, they have kicked down the door of your mind through entering into your home, through the media, through the schools. They have kicked down the trying to think of the right word. If you want to call it man, it's a word that I'm thinking about. Because it's like in use of an analogy. But pretty much at the end of the day, I hate when this happens, when I'm thinking about something and I can't, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it. So excuse me for the break, for the silence. But at the end of the day, it is the metaphorical, let's just say that. How about that? That works. The metaphorical door, right? Because back in the day, it was a physical door with Sodom and Gomorrah. But we're in Sodom 2.0. They are knocking down the metaphorical door of your mind through entering into your homes and trying to take over, with their gay program and gay agenda, just like in the days of Sodom with Lot. So you got to understand, when you see these things, and it has been in place in program, because there is an actual memorandum. There's an actual official document and program for this same-sex agenda and this gender, quote-unquote gender equality and gender fluidity. There's a manifesto that has actually been in works politically since the 60s, brothers and sisters. And what I will do is put a link to it, as well as to one of our lessons on this topic of Sodom 2.0. And you have to understand that everything you see has already been written in scripture. So that is the brief, quick 10-minute clip that we're going to have for you with Spirit Talk News, brothers and sisters. That's all I wanted to share, that there's nothing new under the sun, that this is a satanic, diabolical agenda, just like feminism. And we got to understand that, when you hear the news, you got to understand that it's spiritual first, right? So this is another episode of Spirit Talk News, right back at you, back to back from yesterday. And I beseech everybody to go check out yesterday's epic episode of Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance. Please go check it out, especially in lieu of Black History Month. It'll definitely open some eyes. So all praise to the Most High, and we will see you, I guess, tomorrow on Wednesday, right? The 4th day of the week, the middle of the week. It is February 11th, 2025, and this has been another episode of That Spirit Talk News. Peace.
We close it in. I say once again, I'm yelling, repent to the masses. Spirit war, let's begin. If it's beef, I'ma spin. I'm really feeling like Mike Jackson. Fake friends gon' pretend, but I'm yelling out cut, cause they really ain't about that action. Most High told me I'm the captain, so I make waves like I brought my stuff in. I'm reading mad.